Hello, friends. Welcome back to our channel, Two Reds, One Pitch. I'm Vineet, a Manchester United fan, and with me is Maninder, who's a Liverpool fan. Today, we are going to talk about Isak, as in what is going on with him, right? And Maninder, I want to get right into it. Why is Liverpool not looking at any other strikers? What is this fascination with Isak?
That's Liverpool. That's how we operate. So we identify a target and we just go for it. And if we have to wait, we will wait. But we do not have multiple targets for one specific position. We have identified him. We know he will fit in. And that's why we are just playing the waiting game.
But I think he's being really unprofessional, the player. And of course, I think Liverpool is also burning their bridges with a lot of other clubs with the way they are behaving. They're putting in bids which they know will not be accepted, and they're testing the waters. And like you said, they're playing a waiting game. I'm pretty sure Liverpool is making a lot of people furious.
I don't care, but I don't think we have acted unprofessionally here. The first bid that came from our side was a British record fee for a striker, for any position for that matter.
Doesn't matter.
That's okay. So it's not as if we were lowballing them by throwing, let's say, 60 million for a 120 million player. And that's how negotiation starts. You always start low and then you go up. So I don't think we have been unprofessional. What Isak is doing, again, what's happening behind the closed doors, what was given as a gentleman agreement, what is broken, nobody knows shit about it and everybody has an opinion. So I would not be too fast about that. I will give him the benefit of doubt because you do not know what agreement they gave
No,
to them.
I think you no, I think you're being not being a big club. You're being a small club. You're having a small club mentality. You're haggling.
Who?
Just pay the money, get it over with.
Who is acting as a small club? Newcastle or us? We are giving them the money. They are just not accepting it. They are just throwing around tantrums.
Newcastle holds all the power. Newcastle holds all the power. The player is contractually bound.
I'm not denying it, but do you want to keep hold of a player who has openly said I would not play for this club again and is a 100 million asset? Would you want to keep hold of that player for 1 year and keep it in reserves?
That's a good point. That's a very good point. A player who's contractually bound to play, he's getting paid, saying I don't want to play for my employer. That is ridiculous. That is unprofessional for sure.
So what I'm saying is that is a Newcastle and Isak problem. What does Liverpool has to do with that? We just bid for a player that we wanted, and Newcastle said no. So we are just waiting, and we have openly said we will only come to the table back again when you are willing to negotiate. That's it. What else we could do on this one?
Okay, so imagine this scenario: 2 years, Isak is with Liverpool, then Real Madrid come calling. And you don't want to sell because you have got him on a 6-year contract. Real Madrid say, hey, we will give you $80 million and Isak stops playing for you. I think that would be really funny.
All the clubs have gone through it. We have personal experiences on our players as well. Suarez did that. Coutinho did that. So, but we handled it in a way we could. Time of Coutinho, we clearly said he's not for sale, and we just closed that transfer window. He went to Barcelona 6 months after that, but we were pretty solid in our statement. The Newcastle statement that has come out is just Maninder, pathetic. They are just not clearing up anything there.
The point is, even if you don't agree, and I know you will not agree any wrongdoing for your own club, the player has been unprofessional. Absolutely unprofessional.
So what I'm saying is that's between Newcastle and Isak, right? As I said, we do not know what transpired behind the closed window. Okay, let me ask you a question. What do you think Liverpool could have done differently in this situation? We wanted a player. Negotiation always starts with first bid, right? And it always goes till second or third bid. What different thing Liverpool could have done in this case?
Liverpool should go to Newcastle. What's your selling price? Okay, this is the selling price. Pay the selling price and get out. And of course, you can go 10, 15 million. You can structure the deal accordingly with incentives, etc. But you can't go lowballing people. And when you know he's the best striker in the world.
We did not lowball. That's what I'm saying. We went ahead with 110 million first bid for and.
Anyways, I know you're not going to accept that's any wrongdoing for Liverpool, and I also agree. Like, okay, Liverpool did their own part, but I'm more focused on Isak, right? He went back to train with his previous club, Real Sociedad, and he's not turned up for training. You said Coutinho, you said Suarez, but they didn't say, hey, we are not going to come and train. We are not going to see your face. And then he uses PFA awards function to send out a statement. That was ridiculous, to be honest.
Yeah, for that one, I do not know what he was thinking. Who is behind that? I don't know. That was the wrong time, and I totally agree. But yeah, that is a Newcastle and Isak problem. It has nothing to do with Liverpool. How they handle, I do not care. And having said that, and I'm talking about two different scenarios. Having said that, if eventually Isak comes back with tail between his legs, plays again for Newcastle, starts scoring goal, everybody will forget everything. Similarly, if the transfer goes through, he comes to us and he starts banging in goals for us, we will forget everything. Football
Newcastle fans are too passionate to forget that. They're too passionate.
We will see.
But this is how I see it playing out. Isak will move to Liverpool for sure.
Right? I hope so.
2 years later, 2 years later, I hope Real Madrid come calling and Liverpool is exactly in the same position. We'll be making
I
exactly the same
don't
video
care. What
then.
I know is that Liverpool would handle
Tables will
this.
be turned. I will
It
say,
would turn.
hey, it's between Liverpool and Isak.
I don't care. But what I can definitely tell you today is that Liverpool will handle that situation far better than what Newcastle did. That I can definitely tell you today.
Well, fair enough. Of course, there are question marks on Newcastle also, how they're handling. I don't think they have enough experience in their
Yeah,
small club. They're
they
a
have
small
no
club.
structure at all. They do not have a sporting director. They
Yeah.
do not have any technical director. Piff is just trying to just throw their muscle, the money muscle. But it does not happen all the time. You do not get everything you need with money. So anyway, that's their problem. I
I think
would not go into that.
I think they fired Paul Mitchell
Yeah.
and he didn't go well with Eddie Howe, and it's all messed up at Newcastle and also. And I'm pretty sure we should do a video on laughing at Newcastle because how many signings have they lost out,
Yeah. So
right?
my
Anyways,
yeah. So I think my final
go ahead.
closing statement for Newcastle would be a club who is playing in the Champions League is not run in this fashion. Period.
Well, they have no idea what they're doing. A non-Champions League club, playing club like Manchester United can sneak players from underneath their nose. So, well, anyways, but I think Liverpool will sign Isak. I think Isak is being really unprofessional. I don't think there's any way back for Isak at Newcastle. But good luck with
Stranger
your
things.
Isak signing.
Stranger things have happened in football. So yeah.
Yes, they have. Not in this case. I'm pretty sure that it will not happen in this case. But well, we'll wait and watch. Okay, that's about it, friends. Please like, subscribe, and well, watch our another video.